So guys, simple. I'm back with one more video in this geography 6th chapter, human resource. Now, human resource means knowledge and ability to do something. Knowledge and ability to turn the raw materials into finished products. The knowledge and ability to render the service. Most of the times, it is part of both secondary sector and like in the last video, I guess in agriculture, I do tertiary activity. Well, I'm taking my word back. In all the activities, human resources important. Sorry for that. You just remove that from your mind. See this video first, because I didn't think that much. I told that tertiary activity. No, human resource plays an important role in all the activities of economical sectors. I'm sorry for that mistake. And now, when we talk about distribution of population, it is uneven, and 90 of 100 people in the world live on land in plains, and others live near mountains, valleys, oceans, and all. Now, here we have a world population by continents. You can see Asia in large number, then Africa and Europe, then Central and South America, then Northern America. At last, it's Oceania region where there's less population, and of course, near deserted areas, low-lying areas. Of course, there's sparsely populated areas near plains. They're thickly populated. Okay, and 3/4 of the world population live in Africa and Asia, and 60% of people live in just 10 countries in the world. Okay, these are the 10 countries, top 10 popular countries. You can see China in the first position, India in second, USA in third, Indonesia and respectively. All it goes on. Now, density of population means number of people living in a unit area. Okay, now the average density of population in the whole world is 51 persons per square kilometer. Okay, and Central Asia has the highest density of population, followed by East and Southeast Asia. Now, there are many factors, right, which may of course affect distribution of population. Topography. Now, topography means, of course, mountains. We know, like we all like to prefer plains than mountains and plateaus, because plains are useful for farming or manufacturing or many other activities, right? That's the reason plains are mostly popular, like they're mostly populated. Ganga plains are very populated, but when you go to mountains like Alps and Andes and Himalayas, they're sparsely populated. And climate also matters. If it's a climate like too hot in like Sahara Desert, too cold like Ladakh, of course we can't live, right? It depends. Soil also, whether it is suitable for agriculture. If it's suitable, food. Okay, many parameters are there. Even water. If water is there, people can easily live there. If no water, it's very hard for us to live. Let's take example of deserted areas. Minerals also. Now, minerals are also very important. And social changes. Now, social areas of better housing, like these areas should have nice schools, nice hospitals, nice facilities and amenities. And cultural means places with religion or cultural things, diverse things, diverse significance, right? Economic means industrial areas, like those should be economical sectors, economical areas. And population change, of course, population change goes on. In 1800s, we came to our first billion, right? Now, we've just gone to 7 billions. We would have gone to 9 billions, but because of COVID, it has been affected. In 1800 for first billion, right? And by 1959, we reached our third billion. And by 1999, we reached 6 billion. It increases, right? Now, what is birth rate? Number of live births per 1,000 people is birth rate. Deaths per 1,000 people is death rate. Okay, and migration means movement of people from here to here in terms of anything. Could be in search of food. Okay, in and out of an area. Okay, in and out of an area. Now, births and deaths are natural causes of population change. The difference between the birth rate and the death rate of a country is called as the natural growth rate. These are very, very important terms. They are 100% contenders as objective questions, from birth rate, define death rate, define migration, define natural growth rate. Okay, and the population increases in the world mainly due to rapid increase in natural growth rate. Natural growth rate means difference between birth rate and death rate of a country, right? Simple. Now, immigrants means we can understand. who leave the country. Immigrants means who arrive in the country. Okay, in and out. They play an important role in migration, right? And also we have in-migration and immigration. Okay. Now in migration, both are same. Out migration and immigration are also the same. Now in countries like USA, Australia, immigration happens. In countries like Sudan, no right. Of course, people want to go to USA, UK, Australia, earn a nice livelihood. They won't aspire to go to Sudan or DRC or Rwanda. Okay, practical thinking. And also it depends on migration, like it depends on the factors which they prefer. Now some countries like Kenya, okay, pattern of population change. Some countries like Kenya have high population growth rates. They had both high birth rates and death rates. Now with improving healthcare, death rates have fallen, but birth rates still remain high, leading to high growth rates. Got it? It changes. Now in United Kingdoms, famines were there. At the times of famines, deaths were there. Now famines are not there. Population increases. Even with India, it's a different case. Okay, like in India, it grows and grows because we are like a large country, diverse country. We have a lot of people over here, so it happens. Now, population composition. For example, both Bangladesh and Japan are very densely populated, but Japan is far more economically developed than Bangladesh, right? To understand the role of people as a resource, we need to know more about their qualities. Okay, of course, qualities matter. You know, qualities matter. You know, they have an ability, they have a particular knowledge, right? And it is essential to understand these characteristics of the people. Population composition refers to the structure of the population, right? Now, it also helps us to know how many males or females of which age group they belong to. Like more deep statistical data can come up when we go on with the composition of population, when we do a kind of research. Now we also have a pyramid, okay, a population pyramid. Okay, now in this population pyramid, the total population is divided into various ages groups like 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 14 to 18, 15 to 18, like that. Now the percentage, they show the percentage of every year, how many, like they're subdivided into males and females. How many, how much is there in, like, is there any increase in this age group growth, like that, right? So yeah, so it plays a very important role in this population pyramid. There are two groups of dependent: young dependents aged below 15 years and elderly dependents aged over 65 years. Okay, now those of the working age are the economically active, right? Dependence means down to 15, of course you want education, so for education you won't do any job, right? And above 65, you come to an age of retirement and you won't get salary, like salary in the sense you want a job. Okay, you depend upon the between 50 years, okay, that economically active age, you depend upon them, right? Because in India after 14 they do child labor, so they get money. Okay, below that, who does child labor? It's not allowed, right? So that's the point which is being portrayed over here. And yes, and the population pyramid of a country, okay, in which birth and death rates both are high, is broad at the base and rapidly narrows towards the top. This is because although many children are born, a large percent of them die in their infancy. Relatively, few become adults, and there are few old people. This situation is typified by the pyramid shown for Kenya. Yeah, you could see the Kenya's pyramid over here, even India's pyramid over here. And the countries where death rates are decreasing and of course birth rates increase, population increases. Let's take example of India now. Of course, it is disturbed reason is it is because of COVID, right? Now when we talk about countries like Japan and USA, Australia, UK, so Switzerland, such countries, they are migrants. It doesn't mean birth rates, death rates. They have migrants. There are many people migrating to their countries. So of course, that's how the population pyramid of them is changing. Okay, and skilled, spirited, and hopeful young people endowed with positive outlook are the future of our nation. We in India are fortunate to have such a resource. They must be educated and provided skills and opportunities to become able and productive. So this is about human resource chapter, guys. I hope you understood the chapter. Signing off, Agastya.